Yesterday was the strangest day. First, I found a hat full of money. Then an old guy with a guitar chased me down the street. Welcome to Shave&Butcher. We're in for a treat today. I received a comment to a video a while back from Bos Landschap, I think. Let's call him Roger, who said, "Would you mind if I send you something to try out?" And I said, "Not at all." And what it is this. This is a shaving soap which Roger found in an antiquity shop in Normandy, antiquity with a focus on World War II memorabilia. So this will have been used by a British soldier, probably just after he set foot on French soil, and I guess he's no longer with us, at least his soap isn't. So really, really cool of Roger to let me try this out. Yardley shaving soap, 33 Old Bond Street in London. It's a wooden container, and it has soap in it, which is pretty spectacular. So let's see if we can use it, right? It will be very, very old. I can't feel any scent, which isn't strange after, what is it now? 75 years or so. Let's imagine that this gentleman had a boar brush with him that his grandfather turned on his turny thingy. Let's also assume he's from Yorkshire. Why not? And he's a straight razor shaver, so he brought his nice Joseph Haywood straight razor. It says real Yorkshire bite on the blade. You can see that. So that's what we're using today. So interesting, right? Can you lather this thing? It looks like he's a bowl latherer. Because that's how you used to do it. Maybe I should use a synthetic brush, because that would have been easier. Stuff coming off anyway. But I wanted the shave to feel a bit authentic. It wouldn't have been a synthetic brush, would it? So boar it is. Well, it's hard as nail, of course, this soap. And even if it wasn't for the beginning, it would be now. So there's bound to be no moisture in it. So we'll try and load properly. So far it behaves like a normal soap. But what happens with time? I mean, which ingredients go bad or go stale or stop working? Well, I seem to be able to load the brush anyway. Now, I imagine that you don't always have time for an 8-minute lather building, but we're going to play around with this anyway. We'll pretend it's a day off from the war. There is a little bit of scent. Look at this. Looks nice and cakey. Imagine if this actually works. Maybe it's my imagination, but there is a scent to it. I googled the soap, and sure enough, it was, as far as I can see on the internet, the soap was made between the 30s, this label and everything. Started making it at least in the 1930s. And the brand was around to the 80s, I think, but they made different things. You know what? I think it's behaving nicely. So it probably this smells of lavender, because that's, yeah, with a bit of imagination. Yeah, it kind of behaves like a normal soap. But after 70, 75 years, could it really work? That would have been incredible. Seems like it, right? Starting to look peaky. Feels quite slick. There's no list of ingredients on the bowl. So, I don't know, what did you make soap of in the old days? Probably the same as you use in the nowadays. You know, this is a nice silky feel to it. It's getting there. It sure is getting there. I think we're good, actually. Sorry, to build a lather of a soap from World War II. Cool. Okay, let's see if there's any slickness left. Of course there is. This is slick enough. But is the lather wet enough? Oh. Is it falling off the razor? Is it gonna fall off the razor? Is it? Boom! Shakalaka. Sure is. Ha, that's exciting. This is not the sharpest tool in a toolbox, and it is pretty much a wedge, so it does require a bit of work. But again, you know, I wanted this to feel authentic. You know, so far this soap feels like any modern shaving soap, really. And you know, it's a nice little lather, quite light. So not making a mess, not the super dense lathers you get, but dense enough. You know what it reminds me of in terms of how it behaves? Wickham's 1912. Maybe it's my imagination. This was the Wickham's of the 40s. So this will have been purchased in England, or Britain anyway, and then brought on a trip to Normandy, you know, during the guy probably came on D-Day, right? Why not? And he brought his nice straight razor. It was a gift from Mum and Dad. And he brought his His boar brush, someone turned in wood. Who? His grandfather. Isn't that what we said? Here you go, lad. And he was there to liberate Europe, and he had those fatal end to the hero. I wonder if he had time to shave. I mean, a lot of the boys that came through didn't have time for anything, right? Performance of the soap is great. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Wow, I'm excited. To be honest, I wasn't sure it was going to work, but it does. You know, this looks good. Looks stable leather. Sorry, being quiet. I'm really imagining this guy shaving in the trenches. Were there even trenches? And who was he? You know, there's no name on the soap. That would have been something. What if he'd written his name on the bowl? There you go. Really trying to make a good shave out of it. To pay some tribute. Have you tried the soap or heard of it? Is it lavender I'm smelling? There was no monkeying about with the scents. Oh, I think you should smell like dirt. You know, they were in the dirt. Even if you weren't at the war, you know, I'm sure you wanted the soap to make you smell a bit nice. Okay, that was the shave. Let's see what the result was. How it feel. Perfectly good shave. Very good, actually. Slick. Nice, seriously, nice residual slickness. If you know, or if you can find out, I'd really like to know what the ingredients are in this soup. I'm guessing there's very little jojoba butter and donkey milk. But you never know. You never know. Wow, that was cool. A great shave. Okay, let me know what you think. This has been Yardley shaving soap, used by World War II hero in France. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Meanwhile, stay sharp.